Hello, 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 hello. Please don't miss anything up, Jack. Hello. It is 10:29 here in America, so check your clocks. If it's past 10:29, I want this picture to be in here. Oh Lord have mercy, I can't get it in. Can't get it in. Actually, I want that to be there, right there. And I don't care if it's all messed up. At least that picture right there, that little old lady gets to come in my Facebook Live today for anyways. Check your clocks. If it's past 10:29, you're catching the replay, which means you can fast forward all this stuff. You can also subscribe if you're up there. And if you are catching the replay, go ahead and type in hashtag replay so you can boost up our algorithms, and it really does help us out a lot. The more you interact and the more that you comment and the more all those hearts and all that stuff that you give, it really does help us along the way, especially with the replays. And when you come in, let me know, say, hey girl, hey. Hello, Sandy Chaplin. Hello, Sandy Chaplin. Did you get my email, my dear? I'm just lighting some incense, some patchouli. I got some patchouli. I love patchouli. Reminds me of my friend's mother. My friend's mother would always wear patchouli, such a beautiful scent. So let me know when you're in here and say, hey girl, hey, let me know where you're coming from, give some hearts, all that stuff. Oh, good, Sandy, then I'll see you in class. I've been working with a few students recently. Over the summer, we got together, we hung out together. I need to... So I've been hanging out with a few students, and what we've been doing is... Are we good? Good? Are we good? It keeps saying that I'm freezing. Uh-oh. Sorry. Sorry if I'm freezing. We're in retrograde. Everything that can go wrong has been going wrong. I told people that I would be here at 10 a.m. And one of the great things about creating your own schedule and working your own business, living your own life, really living your own life and managing your own lifestyle, managing your own career, is that, well, for number one, you don't have to take nobody's crap. That's number one. And number two, hello, Deanna Howard. Hello, Lita Scott. Number two, you get to create your own schedule. And so I don't like telling people, I'm going to be here at a certain time and a certain time. When I get there, I'll get there. When I show up, I'll show up. So now I'm showing up. We've been working with some students over the summer, and we've been going over daily methods of operation, different DMOs. And if you have a team, you can share this in your groups and your team pages and all that stuff. I'm not here to sell or promote anything. And over the next 10 days, actually, I will be, actually, this is where I promote my own group. Over the next 10 days, I will be teaching daily methods of operation. And if you put all those different concepts together, you can have a really nice daily method of operation, a nice step-by-step system for you. One of my friends, she has a formula to fortune, which is just a daily method of operation. And if you do these daily methods of operation every single day, and you hit it, and you do it, and you hit it like a tongue hits a sore tooth, pretty soon what you realize is that you start building up something. You plant the seed, kind of. You water the garden every single day. Every single day you talk to the garden. You give love to the garden, right? Every single day. And pretty soon you realize, whoa, look how beautiful all this I've created. Look at the fruit that my garden produces, or not my garden, but our garden produces, because of the daily method of operation. I feel ya. I'll be there when I am there. Exactly. Still need my picture up on your wall. Amelia, I do need a picture of you on my wall. I'm gonna put a big picture of you. You better upload a good profile picture, Miss Amelia Valdez, because I'm gonna go print one. Kiki has actually, look at, there's space for you right here. Geeky has that little tiny printer that you don't even have to. It doesn't have no ink, and you don't hook it up to any cords. It's a Bluetooth, so you just Bluetooth it over to the from your phone to the printer, and it prints it out. So I'm gonna put you right here, Amelia. Who else wants to be on my wall? I have 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 spaces left for 4 special people. So, we've been going over daily methods of operation, and Trisha's picture too. Oh, well, I don't know if I want Trish on my wall. Just kidding. You know I love Trish. I love you, Trish. I'll put Trish on my wall. I'll put you and Trish here. So anywho's, where was I with this? Oh, daily method of operation. So my daily method of operation, and one of the students asked me, he says, okay, so you give us all these daily methods of operation, because there's many different things that many different people can do, depending on your personality type, depending on what you really want to do in this world, depending on if you're an introvert or an extrovert, depending on if you just want to go out there and chit chat with people, or if you want to go out there and teach people, or if you just want to, point and direct people from behind a keyboard and not even let people see your face. You can do that. And that's why I think it's important to have conversation with me, so that way we can figure out your gifts and talents and figure out a way to bring them out into this world. It is 2018. The world we're going into, think about 2043. That's going to be a crazy year for all of us. So we have to prepare now, especially the ones who are alive now. We have to prepare now for 2043, 4 years like 2051, 4 years, we prepare. We build stuff up now while it is easy. We build stuff up now, even though it may be difficult. Because if we keep doing it, it will get easier and easier and easier. And pretty soon, it just becomes child's play to all of us, really. Once you understand it, and once you get it, you'll get it. Hello, Amanda Seals. Hey, girl. Hey, did you get my email? I look forward to seeing you in class, Missy. Another great friend that I can just say, hey, I sent you an email. This is what happens when you do a daily method of operation. You meet people, and you're able to build relationships with them, and you're able to say, hey, did you get my email? I look forward to seeing you in class. Come join us in class. It's the difference between being a spammy salesperson and being that person who actually has integrity and actually wants to help and actually wants to, just be a little, I don't know, just be yourself in this world. That's what it's all about for me. Somebody asked me the other day, what is your purpose here in life? He says, what is your, what was the word he used? He used a very fun word. He used, what is your, what do you want to achieve? What do you want to achieve? And I was like, girl, you can't achieve. It's already been done. It's already been done. What more is there to achieve? It's already been done. So with achievement, there is nothing to achieve. There ain't no purpose for me in this world. All I want to do is live my best life the best way I know how. And ultimately, I'm a master key holder, right? Joe Schroeder teaches us that about the master key system. And if you haven't read the master key, go. It's in the group, the Court of Miracles, which I invite you guys to come be a part of that. And the master key holder in this world, so many different people are shackled. They hold themselves captive, or governments or systems or religions hold them captive, or relationships or friendships, they hold themselves captive in those things. And what we do as master key holders, we are able to say, here is the key, girl. Unlock yourself. Here, take the ring out of your nose. Stop letting other people control you. Stop letting your work environment control you. Stop letting those outside sources control you. Pull down those strongholds. Set yourself free and let's go, because this world is beautiful. We live in a perfect universe. So my daily method of operation, when he asked me, what is your number one daily method of operation? They fall in love with you first. That's right, they fall in love with you first. Amanda fell in love with me first. And then we had a conversation, I fell in love with her. So he asked me, what's your number one daily method of operation? And I just said, pray. Pray. Seriously, it's the number one thing. I can't imagine a day without praying in the morning. I can't imagine a day without praying during my work time. I can't imagine not praying before I get on the phone with a client. I can't imagine not praying before I get on Facebook Live. I can't imagine not praying before I do my job, before I do my work, before I give out my energy. Otherwise, I don't know. Well, I know lots of times where the energy comes from when I don't pray. And I do know that I lose my Holy Ghost on people. Lots of times I lose my Holy Ghost. I go crazy on people. And I say, oh, Lord, have mercy. I'm going to, I said, Lord, you better get them. Because I'm about to knock somebody out. Anywho, I got to go, love. I'll replay later. Have an amazing day. You too. I'll see you in class, girl. Make sure you get in class. So, praying, when we pray, I think, my favorite prayer in the whole world is help! Send help! Send help now! Lord knows I need the help, and I always need the help. And I'm not afraid to ask for the help. I never have been afraid to ask for the help. I'm not a know-it-all. I don't think that I have all my crap together. I don't think that my crap don't stink. I know that there are things in this world that I don't know how to do. And all I have to do is go meet different people who do know how to do them, and I have conversations with them, and they teach me how to do things, and in return, it's that reciprocity, right? That reciprocity marketing that we talk about. I give you some knowledge and info, you give me some knowledge and info. I give you something of value, you give me your email address. I give you an email on your list, you give me some money. Whatever it is, it's that reciprocity. It's that student, teacher, teacher, student, teacher that I love. By the way, you guys can share this if you want, if you guys are here in the live, or if you're catching the replay, you can share this, and we do invite you to be part of our group, the Court of Miracles. So when someone asks the master teacher, how do you pray? Hello, Nikki Santa Ward. Hello, hello. Somebody asked the master teacher, how do you pray? And the master teacher's response was the Lord's Prayer. And one of the little boys at the church house, little David, he dissected the Lord's Prayer one time, and he taught me all about it. And for the life of me, I can't remember. I can't remember the words he used or his training and his teaching. But when I dissect the Lord's Prayer, this is what I get. And so I hope you guys get a little blessing from this. When I dissect the Lord's Prayer, the first part of the prayer to the Lord God, right, is, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Our Father, you know, lots of people in different religions and social structures, and just since we're on the concept, since we're on the idea, don't poo-poo your religions and social structures, because Lord knows without your religions and social structures, most people in this world, most people that are living this day and age in this world, they don't know how to act. They don't know how to act without those religions or social structures. So you better be happy, especially for those of us, and I'm talking to those of you guys who don't need a religion or a social structure to know how to keep your butt in gear, to know what's right and what's wrong, to know how to do good, to know your own daily method of operation. That's who I'm talking to, because I know lots of you guys like to poo-poo it. And when you start poo-pooing it, you are no different than them. You are no different than them, poo-pooing what's different than you. When people look or think differently than you, and you poo-poo them, for what? You're no different than them, right? So, lots of people in different religions and social structures, they will look to God as the Father sometimes. And I like this idea here, because when you think of the Father is always in love with the baby. You know, the pastor at the church house said, he holds him up like this, and he's so happy with you as the child. You're a child of the most highest God. I always tell people when they're feeling blue, you're the child of the most highest God. So don't you ever forget that. Like, especially when you're feeling blue, that's a good time to remember. Especially when you start questioning yourself and thinking, oh, who the hell am I? Am I good enough to go? You know, lots of us have very strong egos, very, very powerful egos that serve us, that do serve us. But then we have to also remember, if our ego in fact is going to serve us, we have to remember to educate our ego. Yes? So when it is our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Heaven meaning that special place that we create, right? The happy place. The mind can create a heaven out of hell, or the mind can create a hell out of heaven. It is your choice. All of us have that choice. Now, when we think about the word hallow, it is very sacred. Mm. It is not so much sacred. Yeah, sacred. Hallow. What is that word? Sacrosanctus. Sacrosanctus, I think, translates to it's inalienable. Something that you cannot get rid of. It's just always there. All, the supreme, the most highest, impeachable. That's a good word for it. It's impeachable. By the way, go out and vote. Since we're on that topic, by the way, go out and vote. It's impeachable. The name is hallow. Our Father who art in heaven. It is impeachable. You cannot take it away. It's going to always be there. Always has been, always will be, always shall be forevermore. All right? Always, 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 always there. Working in your favor. By the way, we live in a very, what is the word I'm looking for? A perfect universe, constantly moving in orbit, and I would even dare say the universe is the mind of God. The universe is the mind of the Most High. So therefore, if you are the spitting image of the Most Highest God, then you in fact live, move, and have your being in the Most Highest God, and you are able to move, use your mind, and tap your mind in the same mind of God when you work in the universe. When you do your work in this universe, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. So if we take that little snippet apart, the kingdom of heaven is here at hand. We are creating. You are creators. We have the option to co-create. A little while ago, we talked about God being the Father and you being God's favorite child. If you, and some people would even say to me, well, you say that I am God's favorite child, but you also say that you are God's favorite child. So who's the favorite here? I say both of us, because I am no different than you, Queen. I, just like you, am part of this universe. I am part of the mind of God. I am connected to that. So instead of sitting here and arguing with me and going back and forth about why you're the favorite and why I'm not the favorite, why don't we put both of our minds together in the mind of God in this perfect universe and figure out how we can get together and create and coexist and love and serve people in this universe. What? Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. When it is thy will being done, those of us who don't need religions or social structures to know that thy will comes from doing thy will of the most highest God. Thy will comes from doing thy will. Aleister Crowley got in trouble for talking about this. By the way, if you guys want to share, you guys can share and get some hearts if I'm making some sense, and follow along in the discussion if you'd like to add your 2 cents. Aleister Crowley got in trouble for telling people, thy will be done. Because the mediocre people, the average everyday Joe Schmo out there, what they were saying is, if you let people do what they want to do, they will set buildings on fire. They will go crazy. They'll kill each other. They don't know how to act. They don't know how to act. But Aleister Crowley was not talking to the mediocre person. Aleister Crowley was talking to the psychic person, which we all know we're all psychic. Aleister Crowley was talking to that person who was tapped in, tuned in, turned on to the most highest part of themselves. All right? And so when we understand, those of us who have tapped into the highest part of ourselves, when we understand that we can do this, We understand that thy will be done. And we understand that there is a big part of thyself, myself. There's a big part of thyself that wants to sit on the couch and watch old episodes of Ricky Lake and Jenny Jones and eat bonbons and smoke weed all day long. And that self, thyself, is content with that. Okay? But that is congestion. That is congestive energy. Energy that is not flowing, energy that is not moving, that is congestion. And I like, what is it called when it's constantly flowing? Not congestion. It's not congested. It's what? Circulating. I like circulating energy. And so when I, thyself, get up, I realize I want to do something. Doing is happening in this world, so I get up and do. And I don't just go do anything. I do my highest purpose. I tap into my God, because in thyself, in myself, in my God, I live and move and have my being. And because I'm connected to that, I don't disconnect from that. I'm always connected to that. I know exactly what it is that I need to do. And because my number one daily method of operation is to pray, I set myself up for success. And I set myself up to go out there and serve the people. And one of my favorite prayers is, what would you have me do? What would you have me say? And where would you have me go? Send the people. I'm ready for them. Right? Damn, OMG girl, Ricky Lake, yes. Remember Ricky Lake? I used to. There's a big part of me that just wants to sit on the couch and watch Ricky Lake and Jenny Jones and Montel Williams and Maury Povich. Remember the Queen Latifah show? Remember Mother Love? Y'all remember Mother Love? But I tell that girl, no. You can sit down and you can smoke weed and watch TV all you want to and do what you want to do. But I'm going to get my butt up, because I have people out there that I need to serve. And when I said, here I am, send me, I'll go, that was with no conditions. No conditions. I will go wherever I need to go. I will say whatever I need to say, and I will do whatever I need to do, because I'm always tapped in, tuned in, turned on, and I'm always aligned. Somebody asked, how do you know you are living your authentic life? How do you know you are tapping into your purpose? Excuse me. The answer to that question is this. When you are authentic, it means that you are so aligned with yourself and that which you need to be, that every move you make, every step you take, every person you talk to will lead you into the right direction. It's nonstop. A state of perpetual motion and action. That's right. It's a state of perpetual motion and action. You gotta keep going. You just do it over and over and over. You pray over and over and over. You look at your vision board over and over and over. You use your I am statements over and over and over. You tell yourself a little white lie until you begin to believe it. For example, like you're beautiful, or you can do this, or be proactive in your own becoming. You know how Lisa Torres Allen shared that with us. And you know how many times I have to tell myself that on a daily basis? I'll have to tell myself, be proactive in your becoming, girl. Be proactive in your becoming. So, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. When you're proactive and you keep doing, and doing is happening, as above, so below. On earth as it is in heaven. Ain't no difference. You're creating right now. You're creating your heaven out of hell, or your hell out of heaven. Which one is it? Let's move on. Give us this day our daily bread. All right? Lots of people are out there. What are we going to eat? What are we going to eat? You sit your little cute ass at the table of those you try to be like. That's right. You sit your cute little ass at the table of those that you strive to be like. Who's in here? There's people in here right now. Tell me who's in here right now. So Nikki Sunter Ward, you're in here. Miss J. Hey girl, hey. Okay, so we're sitting at the table. You sit at the table of those you strive to be like. And Joe Schroeder said this: how dare you, don't you dare sit at the table of opportunity without placing a mat for someone on your left and a place for someone on your right. How dare you? That is duplication. Duplication is one thing, but we go into a whole nother concept of replacing yourself. Can you really replace yourself? Because if you want to duplicate, you can make somebody else do what you do, talk like you, act like you, think like you, whatever. That's easy. There are so many sheep in this world, so many robots in this world. Psh, you can do it. That's easy. But replacing yourself, actually teaching someone how to be a free thinker, to think for themselves, actually teaching someone to use their own brain, to use their own mind, to tap into their own soul, to wear their own high heel shoes of leadership, that's a whole different topic. That's a whole different topic, because then you go not into, this is what happens. The person that you lead surpasses the leader. And you know how many leaders are deathly afraid of that? Look at the parents out there. The parents, they want to raise their child to do good. Yes, yes, yes. But don't do so good that you know more than me. Sorry, parents. Your kids already know more than you. This is ancestral karma we're talking about, okay? How many times did your mother tell you, oh, I hope when you have kids, they come back acting twice as bad as you? You know, that kind of stuff. Yes, don't serve yourself first. I always try to serve others first. Hello, Trish McLean. Yes, we always serve others first. That's what happens. You always serve other people before yourself. Think about, let's move on. Let's move on and to give us this day our daily bread, because that comes with service to others. When you serve others, you are able to serve yourself. Give us this day our daily bread, what we're going to eat. You know, I never worry about what I'm going to eat. Number one, because I'm fat. Number two, because I know there's this verse that says, God feeds the birds of the air. Why would your fat butt go hungry? Or something along those lines. Please forgive me. Hello, Olivia. Olivia already does, yes. Hello, Carolyn. Hello, hello. Hello, Megan Marie Puckett. I'm here doing my makeup. But yes, 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 Quincy. Sit at the table of people. Puck has a great group called the Royal Court. Y'all should go visit it. If you're not in there, go get in there. But give us this day our daily bread. What are we going to eat? And in this day and age, 2018, we got to go make the money so we can go buy the food, right? That's just the way the cookie crumbles. But even if you don't have the money to buy the food, all it takes is the trust. All it takes is the faith. And so many times, so many of us are saying, oh, God, I'm going to put a little bit of my trust in you. Or, oh, I'm going to put a little bit of my trust in the universe. But I'm going to keep the rest over here because I need to make sure that I'm taken care of. Or they say, oh, I'm going to put a little bit of my trust in this new opportunity that I just joined. But I'm going to make sure I have all this over here because I want to make sure I'm taken care of. Or I'm going to put a little bit of trust in this. I don't think you should put a little bit of trust in nothing. You should trust everything. If anything, trust yourself, child. Trust the whole process. Trust that if it came into your existence and you do the day-by-day daily method of operation and you do what needs to be done and you go out and serve the people every single day and you hit it like a 10-hit sword tooth, trust that you can't mess that up. Trust by tapping into your highest, most perfect self. You cannot mess that up. Trust that by being your own powerful being, you cannot mess that up. Trust it. Trust. Dr. Wayne Dyer said this, if people knew what was walking with them on a daily basis, they would fear nothing in this world. They'd fear nothing. So many of us are in spiritual famine. That's right. So many people, they're walking around dead, like Los Muertos. I'm just hungry to serve today. I've got that fire lit in my soul, and I'm booking back to back. My people are going to get pucked today. That's right. I love that. Yes. So when I think of give us this day our daily bread, I always think of that story. The story of the young mother. The young mother who who loved God, and the young mother who had faith, enough faith for the whole household, the young mother who had trust in God. And she goes to her refrigerator one day. She doesn't have much food. And she sees that she has a few things in there, and she says, well, we have some lunch meat, oh man, if only I had some bread. If I had some bread, then I could make a sandwich for my husband's lunch tomorrow, and a sandwich for my little girl. Oh, I'm going to go sit down and pray. So she goes and she sits down and she prays. Number one daily method of operation. And she says, God, I trust you. And I have faith. And I know you got my back. The universe got my back, and God's gonna take care of me. I know. Just then, a knock on the door. She opens the door. It's the neighbor down the hall. The neighbor down the hall has a loaf of bread. She says, girl, we bought too much at my house. Take this bread before it goes to waste. Take this bread before it goes to waste, girl. I can't have it no more. I love you. I'll see you later. Gotta go back to work. And she closed the door, and the little girl said, Mama, who was at the door? Who was it, Mama? And the mother said, the Lord paid us a visit today. And that's how it is. God is in everything. Every rock, every tree, every creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. And God will use people that don't even know that God even exists. The universe is using people. If the blood is pumping in their veins, they're being used by the most highest good or the most darkest of dark. That's what it is. Either one of the two, they're being used. And like I said earlier, most people are sheep. Most people just go where they're called. Most people are just sheep, and they go and they do whatever they're told. Even their mind tells them go do something, they go do it. Okay? And so, just precious, simply beautiful. Yeah, it's one of my favorite stories. Feel free to share it with anybody you like to share it with. So give us this day our daily bread. Who's going to come? I always say in the morning, send the people who are coachable, who want to become leaders. I get my little magic wand. It's outside, but I have one here. Nice. I, do my magic in this universe, and I say, send the people who have the capacity to work with me. Send the people who are coachable, who want to become leaders. Send the students with a desire to learn. Send the people and send money into their bank accounts, because I'm going to charge them because I don't work for free. And so we give our service to others. We go so far as to praying for the client. Pray for the client that's going to come, that their mind will be open, that their heart will be open. Let them have a heart. Give them a heart that is attached to nothing and a mind that is open to everything. And let them come knock on my door. Tell them, come see me. Let me show up on their Facebook Live. Let me show up in their group. Let me show up wherever they need me right now. Because I'm going to show up. I showed up already. I already showed up. The work's halfway done, depending on when I shut up. See, all I got to do is show up. Showing up is the easiest part. Shutting up is the hard part for me, because I just have so much to say. And so I'm just going to say it. OMG, yes, if you just let go and let God, it all works. Trust the process. Have faith in the universe. That's right. Trust the process. Marry the process. Divorce the outcome. If you marry the process, and you do the process every single day, and you check your calendar, and you mark your calendar, and you add people to your group, and you add people to your list. By the way, on my email list, make sure you add my email list. Ask me for the link. I'll give it to you if you're not part of that, and join our group. If you invite them to your group, if you invite them to the stuff, if you do it every single day, the process works. The process works when you work. Was that a glow stick? No, this is actually sage. My people, they make sage. They dry out sage. And this is one of the sticks from the sage, and I just use it to mix up my potion when I put it in my thing over there, when I burn my crap, when I burn my stuff. Let us be a vessel of the Holy Spirit. That's right. Be a vessel of all that is whole, all that is complete. You are a spitting image of that. Somebody once told me, oh, I don't think I can do that, Jack. I try to be humble, of course, eating too much humble pie. Oh, I don't think I can do that, Jack. I don't think I know that much. And I said, what a slap in the face to your God. God tells you that they make you in their image, and you go around promoting, placing, oh, praise God, praise the Lord, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus, la 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 la. Talking about this Jesus guy, but when it's time for you to step up into your power and step into your action and step into your own truth, oh no. Oh, I'm too humble, please. Get out of here with that humble stuff. Throw your humility in the garbage where it belongs and step into your greatness, darling. Okay? Ain't nobody got time for being humble this day and age. People don't want people who are humble. People want people who are real, who are going to tell them the truth. It's 2018. It's 2018. Do you see what is going on in this world? Give us our daily bread. And forgive us our trespasses. This is a good one for me, because when I say forgive me my trespasses, that's me saying, you know what? As a dog returns to his vomit, a fool returns to his folly, and I know I'm just going to mess something up today. I already know. And I tell people all the time, they say, Jack, can you do this for me? I say, are you sure you want me to do it for you? Are you sure you want me to do it? Because I'm going to mess things up. And I always do, even this morning. Even this morning, I was trying to do my, get my copy all out and get it all set up, and everything that could mess up was messing up. And I just persevere through it. At this point, I already know everything that can go wrong will go wrong. And not because I think that way, because I don't think that way at all. Actually, I think in abundance. Actually, I think everything is going right in my direction because I'm part of a perfect universe. But when things go wrong, they don't bother me, because I say, forgive us of our trespasses. Forgive me, Lord, for looking at that married man. Forgive me for lusting after that woman's husband, Lord. It just comes up all the time, right? I'm always messing up. They call me just Jack the fuck up all the time. They used to. Not so much anymore, but they used to. So I ask for forgiveness. Especially for the things I've done that people blame me for. People blame me for stuff all the time, and I'll take it, but I ask forgiveness for the stuff that they blame me for. But none of it seems to matter. Just yell, plot twist, and keep going on. That's right. Plot twist. There's a plot twist. Oops, please forgive me, I was staring at your husband. Plot twist. Forgive us of our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lord, forgive that woman's husband for undressing me with his eyes. No, I'm just kidding. No, one time when I was working at the preschool, little Andrew came running up to me crying. And he's about 4 years old at the time. And Mr. Jack. And I said, what's the matter, Andrew? What's the matter, my love? Oh, Mr. Jack, forgive them. Forgive them because they don't know what they do, Mr. Jack. She broke my heart. Ashley broke my heart. Little Ashley, that little witch. I wonder what she's doing these days. Probably causing ruckus. But he said he would always tell people, forgive them. Forgive them. They're being mean to you. They're not being kind, he would say. You're not being kind. You're breaking my heart because you're not being kind to me. And one time I told him, I said, listen, Andrew, when a lady says no, she means no. She don't want to play with me, Mr. Jack. That's what he said. She doesn't want to play with me. And people tell me all the time, they don't want to join my business opportunity, Mr. Jack. They don't want to do this. I'm like, well, listen, Andrew. People are going to tell you no. Get used to it. When a lady says no, Andrew, she means no. That doesn't mean later. That doesn't mean, keep asking till she says yes. It means go find somebody else to play with, Andrew. Suck it up, buttercup. This world is not nice. And people are not going to always want to do what you're doing, no matter what it is. I don't care what you're doing. Nobody cares what you're doing. People only care about what is beneficial for them when it comes to what you're doing. Please forgive me. I must get my phone charger. Oh, Father, is holy and anointed. Oh, why have the gods forsaken me? Okay. I am going to start calling you Mr. Jack. You can. I don't mind. People used to always call me Mr. Jack. All my teen life, still now, still to this day, they call me Mr. Jack. And, oops, sorry. Am I back? I say, I don't care what you call me, just don't call me Colette, you know. So, forgive us our trespasses as we forgive. Ooh, I need to bring this a little. Oh no, please don't fall. Come a little bit closer, you're my kind of guy. All right. As we forgive those who trespass against us, because we know there's going to be people, like I said earlier, there's going to be people who blame you for their bad causes, for what's going wrong in their life. They're going to blame you for that. And that's okay. You blame me all you want to. I don't care. I don't care if you point a finger at me. I don't care. One time, I was at this fashion show, and I was sitting next to the head honcho. Oh, what was that man's name? Uncle somebody. We always called there. I worked for Andre Soriano, so everybody was Uncle. Oh, what was that man's name? Anyways, he was the owner of the magazine company. So we're sitting down and we're having conversation and talking. Next thing you know, this guy comes and he starts, and you did this, and he's just letting this guy have it. And I'm looking like, what's this head honcho gonna do? Oh my God, is he gonna start something? Is he going to let him have it? Is he going to serve it to him on a platter? Let me see. And I'm sitting there, and he's the guy, the head honcho. He's just sitting there and listening, calm, cool, collected. And I think to myself, no matter how much the dog barks, the caravan still keeps moving. And I'm looking at him, and the guy's. Then he says, "Well, do you have anything to say for yourself?" And the head honcho, he goes, "That is your own insecurity. This has nothing to do with me. And you mark my words, most things that people are blaming you for, or most things that people are saying about you, or most things that people are, blaming, whatever it is, that's their own insecurity, darling. It has nothing to do with me, and it has nothing to do with you. So no matter how much the dog barks, let your caravan keep moving, girlfriend." And I think I have an old Facebook Live that I did about that topic. So forgive us as we forgive those trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation. Ooh, I still say this. Mae West said this. What's the good of you? What's the use of resisting temptation? There will always be more. My favorite is like when things come into your existence, it's like, tempting. How long did you say you were with her for? Just kidding. No, tempting. Oh, Rachel Taylor's in here. Hi, Rachel Taylor. Good to see you, my friend. But lead us not into temptation, because there are going to be things that try to tempt us, and especially with our daily method of operation, folks, especially with our daily method of operation, because in our daily method of operation, life will throw you a curveball. Flat tire, little brother gets a flat tire, so-and-so has to call in sick, this happens to so-and-so over there, your computer stops working. Things are going to come and tempt you to stop. It's going to tempt you to stop doing your greatest good, the greatest good that you came to this world to do. It's going to try to stop you from being that light, from being that beacon of hope, from being that love. It's going to try to stop you from giving that love in this world. But that's when you got to be like Miss Rachel Taylor. I love talking about Rachel Taylor, because this is something that she has. I ain't never seen Rachel Taylor frown. All right? Rachel Taylor, ever since we were kids, people would tell her, "Why are you smiling so much?" Why are you always smiling, girl? Girl, why are you always happy? And she'd always say, I got the joy of the Lord. Because you just have the joy that's within you. Tap into the joy and the kindness that's in you and give it out to this world. And she's really good at giving all that out to this world. I mean, she has so much love to give in this world. She's just a little shining beacon of hope. And that's all we can be in this dark, dark world. We must be the light for the people in this world. You know, the only thing that travels faster than the speed of light is the darkness. And the darkness is that part of the world, the temptation that comes into the mind where joy lives. And the darkness comes into the part of the mind where happiness is. And the darkness comes into the part of the mind where there is love. And it kind of consumes it. And it trades it with thoughts of anger and frustration and jealousy and hatred and ugliness. Ugly, ugly, ugly stuff. And we have got to stay lit up in the light. The happiness has got to radiate from within. You have got to be so in love, not only with yourself or your God, but in love with life. Life is so beautiful. Be in love with it. Have an appetite for love. Have love for, just like we love our plants. And when we give that vibration to our plants so it can grow, we want to give that love out to this world, to the youth that we serve, to the students that we teach, to the children in the Sunday school, to the people in the pulpit, and the people in the pew, to the people out there that we are serving on a daily basis, and the people on our Facebook Lives, to the people that come ask us for help, to the people that raise their hands to see our product or service that we offer from our businesses. We've got to be that light. Someone once said, you've got to be the light because the angels do not go where there is no light. So you have to be even if it's a little flicker of light, you let the angels in. They'll take care of the rest. This is well, I hate to put it this way because I don't like war, but this is a spiritual battle, really. And you got to decide which side you're going to be on. At this point, you're going to be the light, or you're going to be the darkness in this world, because you do have the option. Teaching the young and old. That's right, Cat Smith. Hey, girl. Hey, Claire. Good to see you, Claire. The root of all suffering is either the attachment to the desire of obtaining what we want, or the attachment to aversion of what we do not want. That's right. You're attached to something that you do want, or you're attached to something that you don't want. Either way, you have too much control, and now is the time to say, I don't want it, I surrender. Give it away. Throw it back out there into the universe. You can. You have that option. I have the joy down in my soul. Where? Hey, Sarah Copland, Cat Smith, I'm so glad you're in here, girlfriend. Good to see you. Good to see you. Wow, that's powerful. My voice? Just kidding. I love to sing. Rachel Taylor, her mother, Mama Taylor, she always says, Jack, you always have a smile on your face and a song in your heart. I said, that's right. I always got a song on my face, and a smile on my face and a song in my heart. I'm always singing. Last night I was thinking about what we were going to say. What we were going to say here for Facebook Live, and I started thinking about voting. Today in America, we have to vote, by the way. Go vote. And I was starting to think, oh, girl, don't turn into a sister suffragette. Don't turn into a suffragette. Don't start the suffragette movement. And I thought to myself, you know what? These people need to hear what I would say if I was a sister suffragette and it was 2018. I think it's important for the people here, especially because my following is lots of women. And I think everybody needs to hear what I would say if I was a sister suffragette. So here it goes. We're clearly soldiers in petty coats, dauntless crusaders for women's votes. Just kidding. Though we adore men individually, we agree that as a group, they're rather stupid. So cast off the shackles of yesterday. Just kidding. I can't be singing no more. Shoulder to shoulder into the fray. Well done, sister suffragettes. Okay, I'm finished. From Kensington to Billingsgate, one hears a restless cry. Okay, I'm done. No more the meek and mild subservience. We're fighting for our rights, you guys. Militantly. Never you fear. Don't fear. Let your voice be heard. Go cast your vote. Put it in the ballot. Practice your right as a human being in this country. We have to do it. Other words, I don't want to hear no moaning and groaning. No moaning and groaning when the when the cookie crumbles, because and I've talked about this. The system is going belly up, folks. The system is going belly up. So you have the chance now to change it. We have the chance now to change it, or we will spend the next however many years trying to fix it and do it all over again. It's okay. We are human beings. We're good at it. We're good at messing things up and then fixing them all over again. Look at our relationships. You are such a beautiful mess. I love you. I'm telling you, at this point, I have more guts than talent. And if I didn't give two craps when I was 10, and if I didn't give two Fs when I was a youth, and if I didn't care about nothing when I became a drag queen, believe me now, I'm not shutting up for anybody. Not your government, not your church, not your systems. I'm not shutting up. I'm not shutting up. Daily I fight for my right. That's right. When my sister's in trouble, so am I. I will fight for her right. Remember that one from Sister Act? In the beginning of the Sister Act tape. When my sister... That's how I like to see my life. Like, I have so many sisters all over the place, right? And when one suffers, we all suffer. So, to me, I don't see it as, oh, you're suffering, get your ass up and let's go. Well, most of me does. But usually it's more like, if my sister's in trouble, so am I. Who the hell worries about what other people think? Definitely not. I, Cricket Versace Wade. Hey, girl. Girl, they can't shut us up. No, no, they forgot that we're the granddaughters of the witches that you couldn't burn, darling. And there's no need to shut up now. You know, if I have a voice, if you have a voice, go use it. Go use it. Kat Smith, thanks for sharing this video. Love, thank you so much for sharing, you guys. It really helps me out. So, the last part of the prayer that we were dissecting is, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. There's a darkness in this world. What did Maleficent say? There is an evil in this world, Aurora. And I can't keep you from it. I can't keep you from it. One person said, the devil always comes and steals my joy. I say, they don't steal nothing from you. You gave it away. You gave it away. Nobody has control over your mind except you. No one has control over my mind except me. Spirit speaks to the mind. Spirit speaks to the mind. Spirit speaks to the heart. Understand? And sometimes that's why I tell the kids, I tell the youth, close your eyes. See with mine. And then we will visualize what my mind eye is seeing, because I'm good at seeing into my mind's eye. I'm really good. I've been practicing this for a very long time. And so I can close my eyes and my whole vision, I get a whole vision. I can see, I can hear, I can smell, you work with your third eye chakra, right? The pineal gland is very, very powerful when you understand how to use it. So I tell the kids, close your eyes, see. And just like Oprah Winfrey tells the kids in A Wrinkle in Time about the darkness, there is darkness in this world. and deliver us from it. Not so much deliver us from it. Because I don't want to be delivered from anything. I want to face it. I want to come face to face with it. I want to slap it across the face and I want to send it back to hell where it belongs. And I want to be able to, when my sister's in trouble, so am I want to be able to get on the phone with my sister and tell her, hey girl, don't worry. Don't worry. There's still hope. Let's do this. Let's get up off our butts. Let's stop watching Jenny Jones and Ricky Lake eating bonbons and smoking marijuana. And let's go do something. Let's put a plan of action in place. Let's do a daily method of operation. Let's pray. Let's pray. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory. Please forgive me for referring to God as this. Your God or my God, whatever we want to call it. The Tao that can be named is not the Tao at all, so we'll just call it God. But it's that thing that's just unfuckwithable. You're unfuckwithable. Please forgive me. No, don't forgive me. I'm not going to ask for forgiveness. I'm going to give notice. That's what Lisa Nichols says. Stop asking for forgiveness and give notice. I'm giving notice. If you don't like it, if the words that I say offend you, I'm sorry. I don't think I'm for you. Maybe you belong somewhere else. But for those who don't really care, hey, come on. I think most of my people in here anyways like to draw if on. See through your mind's eye. That's right, my new word. Yeah, go through your mind's eye. Witchy poo, that's right, I am witchy poo. So, when we think about God, the most highest power, we have to understand there is no separation between that power and us. We are simply, RuPaul said this, we are simply spiritual beings having a human experience. And maybe thyself is very strong-willed, thyself. But I know deep down inside of me is an even bigger powerful part of thyself, and more greater is that which is in thyself than that which is in this world, which is the darkness. And I can be the light. Thyself can be the light, because in my God I live and move and have my being. And I know because of my brand. Oh, everybody's using brand. For those of you guys who want to brand yourself, understand this. Branding, I know my brand because I know who I am. I know who I serve, and I know what it is that I represent. So now I invite you, come along board the Just Jap train, because it's moving. And if you would like to share, and if you would like to be part of our class for the next 10 days, learning different daily methods of operation, I welcome you. The teacher comes when the student is ready. No need for me to give you a lecture. No need for me to tell you how to live your life or what to do. I ain't your mama. I ain't your coach, and I ain't your mama. I'm just Jack, who has happened to pick up a little knowledge and wisdom from great people who have walked this earth, and now I am just giving it away. The course is free. However, if you want to follow along with us in the back office, the company that we're working through, the system that we're working through, they do charge, a small fee. And it's very small. So come join us in the Court of Miracles, and we'll see you on the flip side. Lots and lots and lots of love to you. Bye, Felicia. Oh, Lord.